Witch Hat Atelier, once again, episode 8. Oh man, this is gonna be great. So, last time we ended with the Knights Morales showing up, tying them up and being like, who did this spell? Coco incidentally admitted it, and then he was like, great, let's take your memories. I'm imagining Qifrey's gonna show up. Here's what I'm guessing is gonna happen. They're about to take her memories. Qifrey shows up and is like, hold on, stop it, please. I can explain. And they'll be like, Qifrey, is this one of your apprentices then? You shouldn't be, you know we're not accepting of this sort of thing. And Qifrey will be like, let's talk about this now. And if we don't, we're going to have a problem. And then they'll like take her back to the Knights Morales headquarters. And then it's like, he's like, all right, now what do you know about the brimmed caps? And then there'll be a whole interrogation. And she's like, really, I don't know anything. I saw a storybook when I was younger. A storybook? You are in league with them. And then slam her head against the table, and then her teeth start to fall out, and then she has to like, she puts a spell on her teeth, and her teeth turn into little like things with arms and legs, and they start running away. Okay, now I'm starting to lose the plot. But there you go. There's my predictions for what's gonna happen. I don't know, but I'm really excited. I love this fucking show. It's so incredible. So let's just jump into it. I can't wait to see how the Knights Morales, like what this storyline is going to be like. So make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. My Patreon account will have the full-length reactions and early access for certain shows. You can get the next 10 episodes of Naruto on there, so go check out my Naruto reactions as well. Check out my Jent Watches One Piece channel and lots of other great stuff. Let's jump into this Witch Hat Atelier episode 8.
Once your memories of magic have taken
the hands.
so too will your feelings.
Please, no. You can't.
Oh! Oh, shit! Riche? Oh, shit. Oh, okay. They landed on... Oh, it's Teti's spell, is it?
It's bed of sand.
They're trying to
Yeah.
explain the situation to you. You can do is hear them out.
Who are they? They burned the penance.
Oh, God.
So children are things instead of human beings. I hate that.
Has been broken. Peace and order are
Whoa,
vital to the
that's
world.
cool.
And if we are
So very talkative, Aesthetes, and so determined not to listen.
Holy shit!
Do show my apprentices some respect, won't you?
Oh,
of
Qifrey.
course, and every bit as insolent as their master.
Especially if this is how the Knights Morales operate.
To alter the terrain itself, as occurred in the Dardar range of the Shadow Forest of Thristus. Such is the power of the spells of war used before the Pact.
Okay. Altering terrain.
Daring to invoke magic of this nature.
Scale. I've not given them the tools nor the technique.
Presumed Caps did.
I mean, yeah, it is possible, but...
I fear it may have escaped you what a witch's purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
To spread... Ringing any bells for you? Thankfully these girls remember at least.
Aww.
So don't just float there. Make yourselves useful. Lovely pennies look like they
Ooh.
could do some good.
She's fucking gorgeous, that woman. Didn't see her before.
With a doctor's care, he may be able to recover.
Oh, you! Magic has to be capable of such things!
You can't, but you can't do it.
I'm sorry.
That's
but
illegal.
just not.
It's forbidden.
Unhand me.
He's right. They could, but they won't.
Now, shall
it's
I
forbidden.
take the boy with me or leave him here?
We'll resume questioning our witnesses.
Oh, poor Coco. It's probably so scary. Ah! The misgivings of the Knights Morales.
A basic spell. Unremarkable.
Plainly.
In some cases, the brimmed caps tattoo their bodies with grotesque seals.
Nope.
Hands covered in ink stain.
That's quite enough.
Oh? Oh. Was he seeing anything?
I suggest you take care not to lose that which you've only begun to learn.
Oh, man.
That was a close one, wasn't it?
Good job,
Perhaps
Riche
it
and
was
Tetia.
unwise to have split everyone up. I apologize.
Yeah.
And you very nearly took that away from them.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Master.
But they did save them without giving it away.
But in the end, you got through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make the arrangements for you to take the second test.
Aww. That's what
If
she
you
wanted.
pass, You will...
Yes!
Oh, she's so excited.
That's fine. I despise taking tests. I mean, there are more tests to come.
This feels different.
Aww.
And
He's...
in all fairness, I believe she's earned a bit of trust.
Yeah, I think if you give her like a tiny bit of
How can I not
trust,
when
it
they're
might
always
help.
so hard on themselves.
She feels pretty abandoned right now.
There's one more thing we still need to do.
Oh?
Bit hard to recover anything of note from a petrified house.
Very well. That spell dried up the entirety of the downriver area.
Jesus, man.
It would be lost, never to be restored.
My god.
That girl may well be such a rock.
No.
She cannot be allowed to fall.
No.
We must pluck her.
That you guys just have to realize how precious and sweet
Rubio
she
has
is.
a special pen, and it lets him burn casting seals into rocks and trees.
Awesome. Whoa. That's fucking sick.
The effects of the rending spell must be wearing off.
Oh.
Coco.
Your hat.
A magic vial that refills itself. What an amazing world this is.
Is that true? Is that
Do you mind
actually...
if I take a look at them?
All right.
Is it actually refilling itself, or... What? What?
Magic is a falsehood that makes this world
Oh
vibrant.
god, the brimmed cap.
Yet no lie.
Oh! Oh. He put his blood in the ink?
I wonder how long this ruse can be maintained.
What does that do?
It occurs to me that young Coco here still hasn't obtained her pen.
Yes!
Count this close.
Exactly!
So we'll make a stop on the way.
Is he going to question
One bottle first flush, one bottle A.
the shop?
There's something I really need to look into.
Mm-hmm.
It appears they're closed for today.
The whole shop goes away when they're not open.
Wow, that's cool. Cool. Oh, so cool, man. So fucking dope.
Different doorknobs lead to different rooms. What else would you
Whoa,
expect?
that's so cool.
I don't know your name.
Aw.
And I'll tell you.
Come with me. I can disinfect it with tranquil leaf.
That's nice. You're a nice guy, Tata.
Please, just leave it. I have those. If you mix them into the ink, you can alter its effects.
Ooh, really?
You're wondering about the casting seal on those paving tiles, aren't you?
Uh,
I still haven't figured it out yet. I tried using a spell
That's
to
not why
separate
he's
out
here,
the magic
right?
dice. Have you managed to find any clues on your end?
yeah, right.
Ho ho ho!
Can they tell just by looking? I guess looking like this, he probably can.
Qifrey, tell me, where on earth did you...
You
What's
recognize
going
it?
on? Isn't this one of my vials?
Uh-huh.
The brim caps must have cast some kind of spell on the vial.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't risk drawing with that ink until I analyze it.
He needs to see. He's too curious. Is he gonna do something crazy?
Blushing bright butterfly scales. Mixing those in will
Look how
turn the
happy
ink
she
invisible,
is.
concealing the lines of the casting seal.
Oh.
Next to that, you're just amazing, Tarta. I can't believe you rattled them off just like that.
It is our job to sell them. I'd say living in an atelier is much better. You
Grass
say
is
a
always
lot of
greener.
things that are strange to hear from a witch.
Up there, on the shelf,
You not recognize that one?
right between the rusty brown one and the aquamarine. It's the bright red one. You see it, right?
He doesn't see it? Whoa, that's the spell with the ink.
None got broken.
Okay,
That's a
that's
relief,
good.
isn't it?
This is terrible.
What?
The labels came off,
Uh-huh.
and they're all mixed up.
But don't you know most of them?
And Dad told me so.
Just tell me which color goes with which.
I have no idea.
What?
I remember them by their position on the shelf.
Oh.
I can't tell the colors apart.
Oh, you're colorblind. And that's why when she was saying the red one, the bright red one.
Please.
Oh.
Just get out of here.
That makes
I'm sorry.
sense.
Liver-wash eyes of mine mean that no matter how hard I study, I'll never become a witch.
Oh. That's really sad.
Qifrey, you all right there?
He flashbang himself?
I think we're dealing with a twin bottle spell.
Twin bottle?
I made Coco use this.
Aw.
This bottle is connected to them.
Right.
Finally,
A lead.
I have what I need.
What do you mean? You're saying that ink can unleash power like that? I must inform the Great Hall, of course.
You
No.
can't! It is imperative that this not go to the Knights Morales, nor to the Great Hall.
Oh, I love Qifrey's
It's
voice
best if
acting
no
here.
one becomes aware of what we've discovered.
Why, Qifrey?
He has to keep so many secrets.
What is it you mean to do with that ink?
Mr. Noah, forgive me.
What are you doing? Are you gonna erase his memories? What are you doing?
Coco,
Coco.
sorry for the wait.
I love it. Thank you.
Man, I feel so tense about what just happened in there.
Congenital condition of the eye that causes those who suffer from it to see the entire world in silver.
Yeah, okay. Silver wash is just a type of colorblindness.
Particular difficulty for witches. Playing witches can be rather unaccommodating of differences.
Yeah, as we've seen.
You'll have me to protect you.
Oh, I'm so
You have
scared.
nothing to worry about, I assure you.
What happened to Noah? What? Let's see.
Was that light caused by a spell or something?
It's gonna be like, what light?
One of Mr. Qifrey's?
Wouldn't I? A light? I don't recall any such thing.
Oh, fuck, man. He erased his memory. Oh my god, dude. What? How insane, though. I mean, okay, so, like, what's scary is, like, we don't know anything about Qifrey, really. Like, we just... Like, he's one of those characters that is... He's so nice and great. But also, like... It seems like he has, you know, a very particular obsession and a very particular goal to do with the brimmed caps. And he is... Like, he's not a goody two-shoes. He's not playing by the rules. So... There's something... Like, I hope it's not severely fucked up what he's trying to do. I'm guessing it's something, you know... Like, I'm guessing he has somewhat of a similar goal to Coco, where it's like maybe a loved one that he needs to save or something along those lines. But whatever it is, he needs brimmed cap stuff, and he needs, I guess, like, I think he specifically wants this ink bottle, probably because of its power. But I wonder if this is the sort of thing that, like, what we have, like, probably like 9, 10, 11, 12, probably like 4 episodes to go now of the season. I wonder if we're gonna see a little bit of it this season. Like, if he's gonna... if he just got the ink and he needs this ink for something that he's been waiting to do, is he just gonna go straight to doing it? You know? Is that gonna be, like, the final part of the season? Is that happening? I don't know. But man, it's fucking good. This is, like, juicy. This show and this episode, it's so great. By the way, she got a bag. She didn't end up getting her pen yet, right? And it is crazy how, like, you know, in this episode we kind of had Qifrey and Coco were having, like, completely different shows, completely different problems. where it's like Qifrey seems like this is going to be a huge scale event or whatever, and Coco's was like she is just having like a small little sort of emotional moment with Tata. And I just feel so bad for Coco, because like every time she gets excited and does something, like things start falling apart for her. And it's like I feel like they're understandable small things, and it's like you also like you can be like, oh, Coco, stop fucking doing shit like that, but like she's always doing it out of some sort of, or not always, but a lot of the time she's doing it out of like joy and passion. And the joy and the passion is what makes her special, and is what, like, you know, some of these characters want to keep about her. Like, that was what Orugio loved about her, right? Was like seeing that passion and love in her eyes. It's like that he saw that was special, and that's what won him over with her. So it's like, you can't just be like, well, Coco needs to stop doing this shit, because like what she was doing in that circumstance was she was like really excited, and she was like, oh, what's that one? What's that one over there? What's that one over there? You know? Like, she made a slight faux pas by like describing one of the bottles by its color, and it was like, and she didn't know that was like really, that made him very self-conscious because he couldn't see the color. She didn't know that. It wasn't like a thing she did wrong. It was just an unfortunate circumstance. But you know, whenever that stuff happens, like someone snaps at her, and like I feel like to be her must feel a lot like what I imagine it's like when you like are on the spectrum, and you're particularly on the spectrum in such a way that you can't like pick up on social cues at all. Because then, like, you know, people like that will very often be having what they think is like a pleasant conversation or whatever, because they can't sense the fact that the tension is increasing when they're saying certain things. You know, they can't pick up on someone's social cues that they're getting uncomfortable with what's being said or getting frustrated or something. Whereas like sometimes if I say something to someone, and then I see that like that they've had like a bit of hesitation at answering it or something along those lines, I immediately like pull back and change the subject, or like try to find a different route to get the same thing or whatever, right? I try not to pull at that thread. But some people, you know, they don't even notice the thread's there, and they just keep pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling until it all comes unraveled. And yeah, with Coco, she's just like so excited by stuff, you know, and she's so excited to see all of the different the different things, and like get and find out more information about them. So yeah, I feel so horrible for her very often, because sometimes I would look at the things that are happening and saying like, well, Coco maybe should have been a bit smarter about that, you know, but she's still learning. And sometimes I look at it and go, girl, don't worry, that one wasn't your fault. You know, like her making the seal that did this whole thing that dried up the whole river or whatever, that clearly wasn't her fault. She was the victim of a brimmed cap there, who fucking like did shit to her ink, and there was no possible way she could have known that. She was given the ink by Nonoa and Tata. Like, as far as she knew, that was just normal ink, so that wasn't her fault. So yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, like, how common is the ink effects being this crazy? Like, how common is that? Because, like, I feel like if I was a Knights Morales, if I knew that was an option, you know, Knights Morales should be like, give me your pen, give me your ink. Let's see what they are. You know, I'm going to investigate that. But they were so focused on Coco specifically that they didn't even want to consider that, which I guess is part of the problem with the Knights Morales. Like, they're trying to uphold the order so much that that for them it's like the easiest thing to do is like Men in Black neuralize people. Like, they know they solve a lot of their problems by going in there and going, you know what, let's just wipe this person's memories and get the fuck out of here. And I think, like, basically what they're doing is they're treating the symptoms constantly rather than the cause. So like they know, oh, you're working with the brimmed caps or whatever, or they think that. And so they're like, all right, let's erase your memory and move on. Because what ends up happening is, like, let's say in this situation, they did erase her memory. They probably, you know, the ink probably doesn't get found. Oh, that's right. The ink, they couldn't find the ink on her because it wasn't with her. It was underground. The Qifrey found it later. That's right. So even if they were like, give me your ink, she would be like, I don't have it. But anyway. So yeah, I imagine what happens is they take away her memory and then the ink's never found. And then because of that, you know, that situation, that particular situation doesn't happen again. And so they're like, well, problem solved. And so they've probably done that a bunch of times where they've like erased someone's memory, not realizing that the problem wasn't the person, the problem was something else. But if they take the person out of the equation, it's like an easy way to put a band-aid over it. But because of that, the people who are actually responsible, the brimmed caps, are still out there because they got no information because they keep fucking neuralizing everyone. So yeah, man, it is really interesting though. Like Qifrey's such a sweet, kind guy that I do kind of feel like his personality feels like he's gonna be following the rules, but he's so not. He's really bending and breaking so many rules. I mean, what I wonder how illegal what Qifrey did was, because memory erasure is the only body affecting magic that's not forbidden, right? But is it only not forbidden when doing it for reasons to uphold the secrecies of magic? Is that the only time it's not forbidden? Like, is it like, yeah, okay, it isn't forbidden, but you still can't just like do it when you want. Like, if like you know, if you were made a police officer or whatever, and it's like, well, now you have a license to carry a firearm and fire a firearm or whatever, right? So you can fire a firearm in dangerous situations, but then like if you then just take the gun out to a random place and start shooting, they're gonna be like, not like that. That's not what you're allowed to do. So I wonder if, like, I imagine it's more like that. So I imagine, but like I wonder if it's like, did Qifrey just commit a crime, or did he commit a cardinal sin of the magic world? Did he like did he do like something small and bad that can just be punished in trial or whatever, or was him messing with Nono's memory, was that forbidden and he's really, really fucked if it's found out? Yeah, I don't know, but I wonder what he plans to do with that ink. Also, I knew we would see it eventually, but now we've started to see it, which is which is like someone, there was a boy who was really hurt, and a mage who was standing over it and being like, all right, well, we've bandaged up his wounds, let's take him to a proper hospital or whatever. And the father being like, your magic must be able to heal people. Can't you heal him? I saw you can like mend shit together. Can't you mend the wounds? And like the Knights Morales woman, the very, very beautiful woman, being like, nope, can't do that. Sorry. Even though, yeah, she can probably do that. That spell that can mend shit, it probably could be used to seal a wound or whatever, or at least a very similar spell. But they're not allowed to do it because it's forbidden magic. But I knew that there was at least going to be a scene of like someone being like, you have to be able to heal this person. You have to. Now I wonder, you know, like I mean, this show is so setting up for that to happen with a main character. You know, for Tetia to have her gut blown open or something. And it's like, Coco's like, do I let her die or do I use forbidden magic? And I'm scared about it. I'm scared, but it's exciting. Anyway, that's Hat Atelier episode 8. Thank you for joining me. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.